Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, and today I have another foundation review for you guys. We are going to be reviewing the Makeup Forever Reboot Active Care Revitalizing foundation. So obviously I have me a sample pack, but I think one of these shades will work for my complexion. So I was really excited about that because I did want to try this foundation and see if this is something that I do want to add to my collection. So stay tuned for a full day wear test. We're going to be doing flash photography, and I'll also be showing you how I apply it with a damp sponge and a brush, and then of course share my thoughts at the end of the day as to number one, if I recommend it to you guys, and if I'm going to be purchasing the actual foundation myself. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend some time with me. I'd love for you to stay around and subscribe to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, I am so appreciative of your constant support for coming back to my channel and just allowing me to have this platform here with you guys. It really does mean a lot to me. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who is an essential worker. I just want to say thank you for all of your dedication, for your selflessness, for putting yourselves on the line to protect us each and every day. I'm so appreciative of you and for all of your hard work and for your dedication to us. So thank you so much. Let's get into this video. Okay, so like I said, we've got the sample pack that I got from Sephora. So I placed an order and then I saw that it was an option and I was like, yes, I want to try this. So just to give you a little background on the foundation, it does come in 24 shades and it is a skin revitalizing foundation that adds a radiant satin finish while hydrating, smoothing, and firming the skin for up to 24 hours. The coverage is claimed to be light, finishes satin, and this is ideal for normal and dry skin. So highlighted ingredients, we have ginseng that's going to support the natural collagen within the skin. Then we have Camellia japonica, sorry if I butchered that. This is going to help to support the skin's natural glow. And then we have mondo grass, which is supposed to help support the skin's protective barrier. It says after using this foundation, the skin will appear plumper and smoother, while a radiant satin finish leaves the complexion looking flawless. Very interesting. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm going to use this to prime my face. Now we're going to go in with the foundation, and normally in Makeup Forever foundations, I wear the shade 445. So here I have a deluxe sample of the Ultra HD foundation. So I'm gonna just do a quick swatch so you can see what 445 looks like on my skin. And then in the sample pack, the shade that I think will work close to my complexion is shade 412, which might actually be a better shade match for me. So I'll put it on this side so we can compare it. So that's shade Y412, and this is 445. So I don't know. I don't know. I think 445 looks better, and it might just be because I prefer my foundations to be warmer versus like cooler. We're gonna go with Y412, and if it is too light, we'll just try to warm it up with like bronzer and stuff. I'm just gonna take this and dot it onto my face like this. And I'm gonna go in with my damp e.l.f. sponge and blend this out. Okay, so this is one layer, I would say. I guess I can't really say if it's one layer or not because I was just using my finger, but this is one application. There we go. One application of the foundation blended in with the sponge, and I think light coverage is definitely a good claim there. Granted, I am using a damp sponge, so let's see what it looks like when I blend it out with a brush, because we all know that a damp sponge can definitely soak up product. So going in with my Flower Beauty brush, we're blending this in. It does have a light scent, but it's not anything crazy. Like it doesn't smell like like perfume or anything. I actually like this scent. It's like a nice, like fresh scent. Okay, so this is what we're looking like with the foundation on my skin, blended in with a brush. And this is what it looks like blended in with a sponge. I'm gonna come in a little closer just so you all can see what it looks like across my face. And I kind of feel like I almost have the same coverage on both sides. I do think I have a little bit more coverage with a brush than I do with the sponge, but it's not as much coverage as I thought. Let me see if I can build this up so you all know if I'm gonna build up a foundation, I typically do it around my freckles just so I can get a better feel for it. It doesn't say that the foundation is buildable, but I just wanna see if it is. I did watch Kelsey Brianna J's video, and she said that when she purchased this foundation, she just went off the shade that she uses in the other Makeup Forever foundation, and the shade match was a good shade match for her. So it does seem like, from what she said, that the shades in this Reboot foundation do correspond with the shades in their Ultra HD foundation. Okay, so this foundation is pretty much where it's gonna be at. I don't think that it is buildable based on what I'm seeing. I might have gotten a little bit more coverage around my freckles, but nothing more than what I think we really initially had before. I do like this radiance that the foundation is giving, and I do tend to like medium coverage foundations and lighter coverage foundations, so I like the coverage of this. If you're definitely someone who likes full coverage, you can definitely pass on this because I don't see you building this foundation up more than what I have here. In terms of the shade, I don't think the shade looks too terrible. You guys tell me. Should I be wearing 412? I do feel like it might look a little light. I gotta see what this looks like when I edit it and take pictures in it. But I think we can definitely get away with this shade for today, at least to do a wear test. I mean, it's not like I'm going anywhere, so even if I was looking janky, it'd be okay. But I'm kind of like, the shade doesn't look half bad. Okay, so let's do some flash photography. Let's see if there's any flashback, and then we'll come back. Okay, so this foundation does look lighter compared to my body. So maybe it's not the best shade match. I don't think there's flashback with the foundation. I think it's just that the shade is lighter than my body, which is making it look light. And thank you, Flashback, for letting me know I did not blend out the foundation over here, so I took care of that. So we're good to go. But like I said, I really do like the finish of the foundation. It is definitely tacky, so this has been sitting on my face now for a good like 5 minutes. Definitely is still tacky on the skin, so this is gonna be one that I'm gonna need to set. But so far, I do like the finish. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup and come back to show you all how everything looks with makeup on top. Okay, we're back, and I'll have everything that I have on my face listed down below in the description box. I did create a video for this eye look, the blush I'm wearing, and the highlight that I'm wearing. I used some products that I purchased from Private Society, and that video will be up after this one if you're interested in checking that out. So I've had this foundation on now for a couple of hours, and I do think all in all we're still looking nice. I think everything is still looking pretty kosher. I do see that within the couple of hours that I've worn this foundation, we've got some foundation settling in my smile line here, but I can see it, like, if I keep my mouth closed, you can see it right here. So I'm not a fan of that. I also do see my oils breaking through around my nose as well. But I don't think it looks terrible. I don't think it looks too much. I just do see my oils coming through there. But all in all, I think everything still looks really nice, really put together in terms of how the foundation is wearing. So yeah, I will check back in at the end of the day. I'm gonna aim for about 8 hours today. So I will see you at the end of the day. All right, guys, we are back. It is the end of the day. I've had this foundation on for almost 8 hours. I'm not even gonna lie. It hasn't been a full 8 hours. It's been more like 7 hours and 50 minutes, but almost 8 hours. And I'm just ready to take this off. So I'm gonna come in a little closer so you can see what the foundation looks like on my face. So here it is. I have not blotted my face, except for when I was eating. I did wipe around my mouth just a little bit, but I didn't like do full wipes because I didn't want to remove any of the foundation or mess it up. But this is what my face looks like after, like I said, almost 8 hours of wear. And I'm not in love with it. I don't like the dewiness that I'm experiencing around my nose, and I feel like I don't know, it's just not one that I love. And I have other dewy foundations, and this one is not wowing me to the point where I want to include it in my collection. So I'm not going to pick this foundation up. I am very glad that I got a sample because I was able to try it. And I do feel like it went on very lightweight, and I really loved the glow that it initially had. So I do think if you have dry skin, this would probably be a really good foundation for you, because the glow that it initially gave my face really was beautiful. I felt like my skin looked alive. I do feel like it looked very radiant. As the day wore on, I just kept looking at my face in the mirror, and I was just like, I just want to take this off. It doesn't feel heavy, but it looks like it would feel heavy, if that makes sense. So right now I can't really feel the foundation, but every time I look at my face, I'm like, this looks heavy. And I think it's just because I'm seeing more of my oils breaking through, and I don't like how they're breaking through. Like, I don't feel like I feel like I'm starting to look a little oily versus looking dewy. Does that make sense? I hope it does. In terms of my smile line, it didn't settle any more than how it had settled when I saw you all at the previous check-in when I had worn it a couple hours. So that's nice. It didn't settle further. I'm definitely gonna pass on this foundation. Let me know your thoughts down below as to what you think about it. Yeah, that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. This was just, you know, I guess I saved myself $39. Yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye guys.